Good morning, everyone. My name's Richard. I'm one of the senior crypto traders here at Platinum, and today's video is going to be a market update of what's been going on this week. There's been some major news from many different places, including obviously the big drop on Ethereum, reasons why that's occurred. We're going to be talking Coinbase, Iran, centralized exchanges, news out of Binance, QBO. There's a lot of news to get through, and obviously I'm also going to be giving you a few top picks for the weekend as well, because I think that the way the market is right now, there's some great opportunities, and I want to get into those at the end of the video. So first of all, if you don't know us, Platinum Crypto Academy, we've been going now for around 3 years, educating, supporting crypto traders from beginners to elite level. We help manage portfolios, give you advice on buy and sell levels against your portfolio, and really help you manage and get the most out of your cryptocurrency assets. But without further ado, we're going to get straight into it. So let's just do a quick news wrap up for the week. First things first, Ethereum. As you can see here from CCN, we're looking 44% drop in 2 weeks. Ethereum being one of the major players, as we know, 30 billion market cap, and you know it's seen highs of over $1,000 to lows of this week $260. So I think it's worth us talking about what potentially could be the reason for this going on, to give us a broader understanding of what's happening in the market. Now, this article I really like because it does have an overview of exactly that. It expresses to all what fueled this drop, the reason that such a stable coin in the market, or one of the leading cryptocurrencies, has dropped so much in the last 2 weeks. Now, this article goes on to explain how we all know ICOs, we all know there's a lot of coins that have developed on the Ethereum network, and what happens is when these ICOs bring in lots of investors, they obviously get paid in Ethereum, generally that is, and these ICOs end up with, or these projects end up with, a lot of banked Ethereum. And what they're suggesting that's happened over the last 2 weeks is there's been a bit of a domino effect. These companies which have been sitting on all this Ethereum for quite some time have gone, right, that's it, I'm dumping it, I want to liquidate some cash, and that just created a massive domino effect. And this article goes into detail on what fueled the drop, which, like I just said, from an analyst, Eric Wall, basically saying exactly what I've just said. When Ethereum is garnered in such, or gathered in such large quantities from these ICOs, this is what happens. And it's not to say that this is a broken model, it's just simply there's a domino effect that was created here. So I hope that gives a bit of insight into that side of things. There's been some real positive news, and I like to look at exchanges sometimes and what's going on in the positive side of things from Bitcoin.com. We're looking at, I always struggle to say this, Huobi launches partner exchanges in Russia, Philippines, Taiwan, Indonesia, and Canada. The reason why I'm bringing this up is that I like, although the market has decreased, and everybody knows that recently, there are some positive moves in the market. Exchanges, upgrading partnerships, they're growing their audience, and we're bringing crypto, blockchain technology, and cryptos as a whole to the masses. And I really like this positive sentiment discussion. And I do think that, trading volume of 915 million is a lot. We're not talking small amount of cash. So it's a big player in the industry. One other thing on the more dark side of things, which I wanted to go into, and I'm going to just quickly go back a page on this one while I talk about this. Korea black market of crypto exchange listings, 5 million price tag. Now, one thing that some people may know, you may not know, is that companies or organizations that are not decentralized, that are exchanges, like Binance, like Bittrex, like all the major exchanges at the moment, what they do is they actually know that these ICO companies have generated a lot of money through raising their capital, and what they do is they really have a stranglehold on the industry, and it's a bit of a dark side of the crypto space, and I know I always come out with positive news, but this is a little bit negative, and I see the future of coins like Binance when they're charging something like 2 million as an unconditional listing fee just to be on an exchange. To me, you know, being impartial, it doesn't affect me, but at the same time as the whole of the industry, I think that having projects which could be listed that have to pay a $2 million fee to get on the largest exchanges, I think it's a big ask sometimes. I also think that the future regarding exchanges, we've got, as you can see probably from the list here, you'll see that Binance at the moment is obviously really strong. Binance going massively strong. You look at another one which I just mentioned, Huobi. I believe that these types of exchanges, yes, they're doing very well right now. I do think, however, in the future you'll see companies like BitShares, truly decentralized exchanges, will become more prevalent in the sector, because I think not only from a user perspective, but from where the projects want to be listed, I think that will create a need for the BitShares of the world to be propped up a little bit more by them being listed there. I think it's one of those things where at the moment there's so much money flowing around. Yeah, obviously Binance is one of the bigger exchanges. Obviously Bittrex, you're talking Poloniex, all these sorts of exchanges out there, mass volume. But I think in years to come you'll see the more decentralized exchanges taking prevalence, for the reasons that this article expresses, and I'll put all these articles in the description for you so you can take a look for yourself. But it's a little bit I wouldn't say underhand, but they're having price tags of $2.5 million to get listed. I think that's, well, take it each to their own. Another real positive bit of news sentiment, and I'm really liking the sort of news that comes out of Ripple at the moment. Now, yes, I am a holder of Ripple, and yes, I have been a firm believer in the project for quite some time now. Way before the end of last year, we're talking early parts of last year. Ripple, it just seems to be getting stronger and stronger. They're talking about this X-Rapid payment system, or it just seems to be becoming a monster. And I think the news that comes out that they're announcing that 3 crypto exchange for international XRP payments, this is massive. If this can take off, I think that Ripple's going to go wherever it can get to. I think that it's just great news that keeps coming out of coming from Ripple. Another bit of news that I've also come across this week, which, to be honest, we all know this, but I think the Coinbase CEO, when he says something, it's good to listen. He's noticed obviously a bit of a downturn in adoption. Yes, rates are growing worldwide of people being logging into Coinbase and creating wallets, but what he's suggesting in this article is that it's not quick enough for mass adoption. Mass adoption is what's going to really take this on, and he talks about being able to go into Starbucks, Costa, wherever you're going to buy with Bitcoin, buy with Ethereum, buy with a cryptocurrency, your daily activities. And I think what's really interesting is that he does, that is a point that the market needs to get over, that hump, and he says it's going to be mass adoption in terms we need more and more and more people to sign up. So do your bit, tell your friends, tell your families, make sure they're aware of cryptos, and just say, look, this is something of the future, get involved. And I think that's the only way it's going to grow. The only way it's going to grow. The parabolic nature of it last year, of course, that brought a lot of attention, but I do really think that mass use cases worldwide, I think those are the things that are going to push the crypto space into another massive run. Okay, so one other bit of sentiment news out here, and apologies for the length of the video, but there's so much stuff going on this week. You've got Jamaica Stock Exchange plans to offer cryptocurrency trading. Now, this is really interesting. Really small economy, but they're looking to be one of the first to facilitate cryptocurrency asset trades in 2018, and this is their official stock exchange, so it's going to be regulated, and it's really good news that's coming out of there. And I think that it's really bold for a small country like Jamaica to come out with this as a piece, and I think it just shows that the people all over the world are asking for cryptos, and even in the more lower economic countries, they're looking to make a change, looking to break out from the centralized structures of the world and really help move their country forward. And I'm really impressed. So kudos to Jamaica. The last point that, from a news perspective, that I want to talk about, it's a bit of a political one, and again, I'm not on any side of the fence here. It's just simply news that affects the market that I'm talking about. We all know the sanctions that America, the world, have been putting on Iran, and I do think that what's very, very astute of them is they've flipped it over and just said, well, right, if you want to do business with us for the oil and whatnot, we're going to be using cryptos, and that way we're not worried about the sanctions or anything like that. So in a nutshell, I just think that whether or not this is good politically worldwide, that's not what I'm discussing here. It's just the availability to use the technology, and it's getting to the highest levels of international money transfers. So that's all the news that I picked out this week that I thought was really interesting. Again, I'm going to leave all of the links in the description. And this market sentiment, just, it's good to keep your eye out and know what's going on in the world in cryptos. But before I jump into the top picks for this weekend, I did come across this ICO, Kinesis Money. Really, really interesting project, backed by gold essentially. So we all know that the markets at the moment are peaking, and we're looking the general markets, indices and so on, currencies and so on. There's going to be a lot of fluctuations soon. Well, this particular cryptocurrency is backed by gold, and we know gold's a haven, and I think it's a really good opportunity to have a look and do your due diligence. We're featuring it this week in our Cryptonair Weekly magazine, so it'll be really good. Pick the magazine up, it's free. Just get onto the website and get your free copy. But at the end of the day, I think check the project out. Really, really strong project, and we'll go into detail and do a full review there for you. So the top picks for the weekend. I think that there are many opportunities. The market's dipped massively. If you're a long-term holder and long-term trader of cryptos, you're going to be buying up at the moment. There's lots of prices on a dip at the moment, which really, look at EOS, $4.88, crazy prices. We're looking at Cardano, 10 cents. You've got to pick some of these things up. But my pick for the week is Qtum. Now, it might not be the most popular coin. It's top 25, so it's fairly high up there. Price at $4.59. Major all-time high, 106. Trading volume very good still. Market cap, as we discussed before. So I think it's a really good opportunity. So if we look at this year, or all-time even, we're getting it lower than the entry price, and I really look where we are. Really low at the moment. I think the next run, pick some of this up. It's going to get you're going to get 5x, 10x returns on this. So I think it's a really good pick. Obviously, do your own due diligence, learn about the project, have a look if you like it. But at the end of the day, look at the price points on this. Crazy opportunity to pick, a nice stack of Qtum up. There's a couple of other coins out there which, like I mentioned before, the staples of the industry were Omis Go. Look, absolute bargain. VeChain, although they've done a drop, like I said to you, I think last week, on your supply, I still think there's some legs in this, definitely to make some profits. NEM, XEM, of course. Neo, look, we're on anything under the 20 book mark, I'm happy with on Neo. Just keep loading up on it if you can. IOTA seems to be struggling of late, more so than others. Look, 50% drop in the last 30 days, almost 60% in the last 30 days. I think that there is opportunity there, though. Okay, guys, hope this 14-minute video is giving you some great value content there. Look forward to hearing from you. Jump onto our website, subscribe to Cryptonair Weekly. It's free. Get a hold of it. It's got some great trades in each week. We release it every Tuesday. Talks about market updates and sentiment. Get over to our crypto blog. check out our. If you're really interested actually in speaking with us, book a session with us. It's free. Find out what we can do to help you maximise your profits. If you're struggling, if you're losing money due to this bearish cycle, get in touch. We can help. Have a great weekend, everybody. I'll speak to you next week.